Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on streets since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest.
All right, here we go. Here we go again. Hello, people. How you doing? This is Derek again. Some of you may be wondering why my eyes are closed. That's because I'm blind. I can't see at all. Totally blind. Tomorrow will make 36 years since I've been blind. Lost my sight to a gunshot. But I'm going to get into that as we go on. As I'm posting, I will tell the story of how I became blind. Now, it's been a week since the election, a little over a week. A lot of people are still devastated behind the results of the election. I am too somewhat, but hey, we have to deal with it now. I've been getting calls in this past week. That seems to be the topic of conversation, and people are saying to me, Donald Trump won the election. Donald Trump won the election. Oh well, what can we do about it? And then we can do about it. We got to accept it, and then we can do about it. And I began to start letting that seed be planted in my mind. There's nothing that we can do about it. But then I had to think. And I think God hit me off when he said, don't let that seed be planted in your mind, because if you do, it'll start growing and it'll manifest. We can do something about it, but what we can do, we can pray about it. And we can pray for Donald Trump. We can pray that whatever we think he's going to do, he do the opposite, and he do for all people. That's what we can pray on. If we get sidetracked by thinking negative, then that's probably what we're going to get. So I had to start thinking a different way. If enough people are praying that this man do the right thing, hey, I can almost promise you that hey, it's hard to get touched, and things will be changed in whatever is to come for us. But let me tell you another thing I was thinking about. During the campaign, earlier this year, I was seeing that commercial that he had made where he was saying, there's going to be a blood. If I'm not elected, there's going to be a bloodbath. And I'm not elected, there's going to be a bloodbath. They played that commercial a lot. But during the end of the campaign, they wasn't playing that commercial anymore. They wasn't playing it. But I was just laying up thinking one day. Here's the thought that came to my mind. Had he not won the election, if there was going to be a bloodbath, whose blood was going to be the water? Whose blood was going to be the water? That's something to think about. That's something to think about. That also brings me to this thought. Because I've been praying and asking God to give me something to share. Something that he need me to get through to people. 3 things came to mind. Behavior, discipline, and wisdom. Behavior. Everyone needs to be on their best behavior during this next administration. We got 1,460 days to deal with this next administration. 1,460. It's going to require a lot of people to change the way they normally act, change the way that they show people. Let me tell you, I get a lot of calls from people telling me what is going on, what people are posting on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. And the description that I'm getting, the image I get in my mind when certain things are being told to me, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. So some behaviors are going to have to change. It really is. Another thing, discipline. You got to show these people that we have discipline. We are better people, and we can be better. Another thing, that wisdom. That wisdom got to come from people like me, people like you, the older generation. We got to protect our young people with our wisdom. We got to start back talking to them and letting them know how not to act and what not to display and what's coming after them. Because I really do believe our young people to be more affected than anyone. So these are thoughts that were coming to my head this week. And I know I used to do motivational speaking. I used to speak to young people all the time. I really wish I wouldn't have stopped. My mom never wanted me to stop. She would always tell me, you need to start back speaking. And you're very effective when you speak to these young people. And, I used to go to schools and I've had principals come up to me and say, hey man, we have never had nobody hold these kids' attention like you. Boy, you can hear a rat lick ice when you be talking to these people, because I'm telling them my experiences in the street, how I became blind. I was shot 5 times, lucky to be alive, and I used to always say, this is the show me generation. So I had something to show them, and it was effective. But it's some other stuff that made me stop doing that motivational speaking. But I know now these streets need me, and I'm ready to go to work. So I told you I'm going to be posting some stuff from now on. I got a lot of stories in my head, in my mind. I've been through a lot of things, a lot of experiences I can share. Some of them gonna make you laugh, some gonna make you cry, Just be ready for it. Now that I know that my daughter can do all this recording and posting and stuff like that, I'm here now. I'm here for you. So we're gonna try to get through this next administration safely. Y'all just be expecting to hear from me.
Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping on since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest.